on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've...
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Ancient Gator, check 56. 66, pull it, high, and go full strength. Check.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. And incomplete to open things up. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag?
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now McNair. Over the middle, complete. That's Clayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now the second down throw on target. And out of bounds right around the 20. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, here's McNair. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense.
70.
At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnist write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down. Hey, Haywood!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd?
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's George. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hatch, rock it. Hit it.
Back to throw. Johnson, flush to his right. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Looking to throw. Johnson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Now McNair, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's McNair. This is Johnson, he's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. They were looking for Johnson that time. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Big hold of the 30. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Johnson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he was starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
On the ball, come on. 6 yards. 58 minutes. 58 minutes. 2 jet bombers. Hard. Hey, Echo! Crunch!
Johnson now, throwing on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Looking to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Barlow. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's a loss of a yard. 2nd quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11 after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, McNair. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
It's Williams on the catch. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Johnson.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On 1st down, George. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's George. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end,
Still 2nd down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Looking to throw. Johnson looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Johnson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Johnson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So the surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So the search for that patience here now. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run the counter. Barlow. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Come on.
From the gun on 3rd down. McNair looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Clayton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit, thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
52's the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Play action. It's McNair. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, Barlow. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this one is right through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, it's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Johnson got a man. It's Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Check 3, check 3, check.
Hey, box drop. Oh, get it.
Now Johnson, off play action. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Charlie.
First down, New England.
Ready?
Johnson on 1st and 10. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Second and 4. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Johnson operating from the gun. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Leo! Go!
Johnson now, off the play fake. This will be caught by Brown. 22 yards there, a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't under review.
On the double. Christian, trap.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. He's coming.
Hey, wahoo!
He's coming.
Get it.
From the gun on third down, Johnson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Out time, guys. Out time.
Let's
get off the field.
Ready?
On fourth down, Johnson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Five.
Now Johnson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ready.
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Johnson throwing on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not a big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Let's get the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside. Up there, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
High 7.
2nd and 6. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to them.
Is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think
Johnson now on third down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down.
Holding.
And they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're going to try and throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And his throw here's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's George, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down. Hey, exit. 3. Go.
Throwing on first down. Johnson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo. Check 25.
Now Johnson to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They'll run on first down. Barlow, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Barlow, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Let it go.
Here's McNair. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. McNair to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
McNair. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Set. Hut.
From the gun, McNair. This will be caught at about the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, McNair to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. McNair, he gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. They move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Jackrabbit, let's go.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Look at this. Go.
Johnson to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This is caught by Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Hey, Sam on.
On first down, George. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 11. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
To your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances.
And Brown's got it for a New England touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So the Raiders now down by 7, 1:52 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Clayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He'll look to throw. That one goes for 30 yards. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd down pass. Incomplete in the end zone.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, McNair. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for New England, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.